but also to inspire us on stage with, some of their innermost thoughts and their thoughts that they're put to pen to paper, or in this case, screen. So we have with us Jessica and Ali. Okay, well, Jessica and will come and announce her friend. Let's give them a warm round of applause. And because, or is it just you? Okay, I'll let you introduce your person. Let's give a big round of applause, people.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. How are we doing this evening? My name is Jessica, and I am an upcoming podcaster and also a social justice advocate. That. And I would like Alice to come and join me on the stage, if it's okay. But, okay. Yeah. So, yes. First of all, kudos to everyone who has presented today. It's really heartwarming to see people coming at such a late hour talking about GBV, a very uncomfortable subject, but one that we need to talk about. And we're going to read an essay, but we're going to make it poetic, we promise. Alice doesn't promise, but I promise we're going to try to make it interesting as we can. So when I ask you what I want, after you listen to this essay slash poem, please answer me, all right? I want a wife. Yes. I would like to go back to school so that I can become economically independent, support myself, and if need be, support those dependent upon me. I want a wife who will work and send me to school. And while I am going to school, I want a wife to take care of my children. I want a wife to take care of my needs. I want a wife to keep track of the children's doctor and dentist appointments, and to keep track of mine too. I want a wife who will make sure that my children eat properly and are kept clean. I want a wife who will wash my children's clothes and keep them mended. I want a wife who is a good nurturant attendant to my children, who arranges for their schoolings, makes sure that they have an adequate social life with their peers, takes them to the park, the zoo, and more. I want a wife who takes care of the children when they are sick. A wife who arranges to be around when the children need special care, because of course I cannot miss classes at school. My wife must arrange to lose time at work and not lose the job. It may mean a small cut in my wife's income from time to time, but I guess they will have to tolerate that, and I will tolerate that. Needless to say, my wife will arrange and pay for the care of the children while my wife is working.
I want a wife who will take care of my physical needs. I want a wife who will keep my house clean. I want a wife who will pick up after me. I want a wife who will keep my clothes clean, ironed, mended, replaced when need be, and who will see to it that my personal things are kept in their proper place, so that I can find what I need the minute I need it. I want a wife who cooks the meals, a wife who is a good cook. I want a wife who will plan the menus, do the necessary grocery shopping, prepare the meals, serve them pleasantly, and then do the cleaning up while I do my studying. I want a wife who will care for me when I'm sick and sympathize with my pain and loss of time from school. I want a wife to go along when our family takes a vacation so that someone can continue to care for me and my children when I need a raise and change of scene.
I want a wife. What do I want, people? That's right. I want a wife who will not bother me with rambling complaints about a wife's duties. But I want a wife who will listen to me when I feel the need to explain a rather difficult point I have come across in my course of studies. And I want a wife who will type my papers for me when I have written them. I want a wife who will take care of the details of my social life. When my wife and I are invited out by my friends, I want a wife who will take care of the babysitting arrangements. When I meet people at school that I like and that I want to entertain, I want my wife when I meet people at school that I like and want to entertain, I want a wife who will have the house clean, who will prepare a special meal, serve it to me and my friends, and not interrupt when I talk about things that interest me and my friends. I want a wife who will have arranged that the children are fed and ready for bed before my guests arrive so that the children do not bother us.
And I want a wife who knows that sometimes I need a night out by myself. I want a wife who is sensitive to my sexual needs, a wife who makes love passionately and eagerly when I feel like it. I want a wife who makes sure that I'm satisfied. And of course, I want a wife who will not demand sexual attention when I'm not in the mood for it. I want a wife who assumes the complete responsibility for birth control because I do not want more children. I want a wife who will remain sexually faithful to me so that I do not have to clutter up my intellectual life with jealousies. I want a wife who understands that my sexual needs may entail more than strict adherence to monogamy. I must, after all, be able to relate to people as fully as possible.
If by chance I find another person more suitable as a wife than my wife that I already have, I want the liberty to replace my present wife with another person. What do I want, people? Naturally, I will expect a fresh, new life. My wife will take the children and be solely responsible for them so that I am left free.
When I'm through with school and I have a job, I want my wife to quit working and remain at home so that my wife can more fully and completely take care of a wife's duty. My God, who wouldn't want a wife?
Who wouldn't want a wife? All right, so that's the end of our poem/essay. And thank you so much. And while it doesn't mention the words gender-based violence directly, I think it covers everything among its forms. We're talking about economic, we're talking about emotional, everything, physical, sexual. So thank you for giving us this time, and turakomeje with the 16 days of activism.